Let me know if you guys are able to see my screen.
Yes.
Okay. So last class we have created one application that is called hospital management. Right. So in that class we have created one object called doctors. Right. So in the doctors only we have created a name column only there. So today we'll discuss different fields. Let's suppose if I, as an organization, right, I want to enter doctor details in my object, right now only name only column is there. I want to add different columns of the doctor, right? So how to go to the object manager? So in the setup icon, go to setup, object manager, click on object manager, type it here, doctor, open that object. The object's left side there is a option called fields and relationship, right? So click on that fields and relationship, and here you can create whatever the columns you want for your objects, right? You can create from here. Okay. So here there is a new button is available to create a new column. That means the column is nothing but in the terminology, Salesforce terminology, we can call it as a field, right? Click on new field. So in the doctor object, I want to create like a right now name is there, right? Name, email, phone, specialization, address, right? And what is the salary of the doctor, or how much we are paying to the doctor, and what is the consultation fee for the doctor, right? These are the fields I want to enter, right? So for that, I will take for the storing phone number, we have a phone number data type. So this is called choosing data type means what type of value. So whatever the field you are creating, what type of value you will store, right? So for that, you have to select data type. Salesforce is providing these many data types, right? So to store phone number, why Salesforce is providing this data type means, so these data types will validate some of the data. Let's suppose allow users to enter in phone number, automatically format it as a phone number. Whatever the number you are entering, so it automatically it will format. You can also take number data type as well, but number data type will not format as a phone number. That is the advantage of taking phone number data type, right? So next, so what is the name of the field? So it's a, you can type it mobile number. So once you enter label, automatically field name will come. So this will, we will use development purpose only, we will use, right? So this name automatically Salesforce frame based on your field label. So if you want, make it as a required field. Yes, I want it's a required field. Whenever you are entering, doctor name is a required field, right? Like that. If you want phone number as also a required field, right? So make it as a required. Next, leave about this step. Next, leave about this step. Let's save it. That's it. We have created one field that is called mobile number. See, mobile number. What is the data type? Phone. It's very simple creating a field. So we will create other fields. So to store email, so Salesforce is providing email data type. Email data type. Next. So email. Okay. So field number will come. So is it required? I'm not making as a required. So it's optional. Here you can see when it compares to phone number data type and email data type, there are two more additional their features, right? Unique or external ID. Okay. Only few of the data types only these two more features are available. Okay. So one is email data type and number data type, auto number data type, and text data type. Only these four data types only will have this external ID feature. So this is one of the important question in certification or interview, right? What are the data types will have external ID feature? Okay, why this external ID is important means, so I will tell you later, right? So this is, we will use it for the most of the times integration purpose. Whenever you are transferring data from the legacy system to Salesforce, right? This external ID will play crucial role. Okay, but remember what kind of data types the external ID is available. So this is the email data type, right? So what data type we have selected in the first step? Email. So in the email data type, you will have external ID. Okay, next. So just add it for system administrator only. Next, save. So now I created email data type. Email field. Two fields I created: mobile, email. Let's create other new salary, right? So I'm taking currency data type. If you want to enter any currency related, right, you can take currency data type. Next, salary. So maximum 18 digits are allowed. So if you want only these many digits, right, so you can enter those many digits only. So if you say, given here 5 digits, you cannot enter while entering the data, right? You cannot enter more than 5 digits. If you want any decimal places also, you can use decimal places, right? So maximum how many characters it will allow? 18 characters, right? Next. Next step. So 3 fields we created new. Now consultation fee. So same currency, right? I will take currency. Next. Consultation fee. So I'm taking just 4 digits on. Next. Only for system administrator. I mean, whatever the field we are creating, right, in the third step. So who can access this field? There are certain profiles are there in this organization. I'm giving only as of now. This field can accessible only to the system administrator. So remaining profiles, this field will not be visible. Save. Right now, new specialization. So what is my the doctor specialization, right? So specialization means so many specializations will be there, right? So we have, while entering the data, we have to select one specialization. If you want to show the list of elements in the drop down, right? So you can choose pick list data type. There is a data type called pick list, right? So allow user to select a value from cell list you defined, whatever the list we will define, right? That only that list will show. So next, what is the name? Specialization. Field name is specialization. Specialization. So here enter values. Second, right? First value means you can also create a common pick list. Let's suppose same pick list if you are using multiple objects, right? There is a global pick list value set is there. There you can define common values, right? Let's suppose country is a pick list. So country we can use it for multiple objects, for example, right? So in that case, country you can create as a global pick list value set. Right? I will tell you how to create a global pick list value set, okay, later. So now I am entering manually. So specialization, general physician, pulmonologist, cardiologist, dermatologist, gynecologist, right? Diabetic. So these are the specializations I have entered. Okay. Now next, click on next. So only visible to system administrator. Next. save. So these are the fields we have created. Now go to here, doctor, apply hospital management and doctor tab, refresh once, then create a new doctor record, new. Now you can see doctor name, mobile number, email, salary, consultation fee, and specialization. You can see the list of values, whatever the list we have provided. So you can choose. Okay. Name, you can enter name, mobile number. Mobile number, we make it as a required. That's why hashtag symbol is there. Email, salary, consultation fee, and yeah, right. So I'm giving, right, a doctor, for example. You can give any name, doctor 3. Okay, so mobile number, I'm giving some number. Okay, email, I'm giving just d3 at some dummy email adding. Salary, so we have given 5 digits only, right? So I'm entering, let's suppose 7 digits salary. So we'll see whether it is allowed or not. Consultants, we have allowed 4 digits only. I'm giving 5 digits, for example. Specialization is a general vision. Save. See, it is throwing error. See, value outside of the valid range. So how many digits you entered? Only 5 digits. Right? So salary I am giving, let's suppose 50,000. Okay, 5 digits. So here consultation fee 1,000. 4 digits we have given maximum, right? Save it. Now see, there is no issue. Okay, the record is got saved. After that, so this is the new record, right? For existing record, for example, if you go to existing record, so existing record, these values will be empty because you have created this record is earlier it is created. After that, you have created field, right? Then existing records you have to modify these values. Either manually you can edit, or there is a separate tools or will be there when we are discussing data management tools, right? How to extract the records and how to update the records, mass uploads, right? Mass updates, mass inserts, right? How we can do. So when we are discussing about data management tools, right, we can discuss. Now you can manually edit if you want, right? If you don't want, for existing records, leave it. This way you can create the fields, right? So if you see another data types here, checkbox, we can use it for the so true or false value. So for that purpose you can use checkbox. Date, if you want to enter any date, joining date, date of birth, right, reporting date, right, you can use date data type. Data time, so along with the time also, if you want to enter, right, a date, so then you can use date and time. That is the only difference. Email, we have, no, we already created. Geolocation, if you want to store the location points like a longitude and latitude, right? So this geolocation will helpful to store those two values. Number, to store numbers, any numbers if you want to store. Percentage, for discount purpose, if you are providing any discount or if you are providing any percentage values, right? So then you can use percentage data type. Phone, we have created a pick list, we have created. Pick list multi-select. The sometimes I have to select multiple values in the drop down, right? Like, so one doctor may be specialized in 2 more categories. In that case, instead of pick list, you can take multi-select pick list, because now I can only choose one only. Pick list will allow to choose one only. At a time, you can choose only one value. But multi-select pick list, you can choose multiple values. That is that. Okay, multi-select pick list will allow to choose multiple values. Text, only if you want to enter any names, any text value, right? So you can use text. So text will allow 255 characters only. Text area. Text area also will allow 255 characters only, but it will allow in separate lines. Text will only text field. Let's suppose here name is a text field, right? So you can enter in only single line only. 255 characters you can enter in a single line. But when it comes to text area, it will also allow 255 characters only, but multiple lines you can enter, like address, right? Address, how can we enter? Name, right? Care of, apartment name, plot name, right? So locality name, but the different lines we will enter, right? So text area generally we use it for the address. Text area long. So text area long, it will allow 1,31,072 characters. It means if you want to patient history, for example, or a description, for that purpose, if you want to enter any data, right, you can use text area long. Text area, sorry, text area rich means same text area long and text area rich, right, will allow only same characters, but difference is, so text area rich, you can also format the data like a bold, italic. Let's say if you want to change the format of the words, right, or if you want to change the size of the, right, or if you want to format in different colors, or if you want to insert any images, right, so you can use text area rich. Text encrypted, if any sensitive information is there, right, if you want to encrypt after saving the record, if you want to encrypt like a password, right, generally password, how it will be encrypted in the backend, star 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 star, right, like that. If you want to also encrypt the data, right, so you can use text encrypted. Time for storing time, URL for storing URL. So this kind of data types you can utilize in your object. On top there is other data types as auto number. You can also create a formula as well. So these are the relationship data types. If you want to make a relationship between two tables, right, so you can also use this relationship data types, right. So what I will do, so we created doctor object, right, so we will also create a patient object. Okay, so patient object I will try to create these data types quickly. Okay, create, how to create patient object, like create custom object, another object I'm creating patient, patients. Okay, patient name. So here instead of patient name, what I'm taking, patient number. Each patient I will allocate number. Right, for number I will allocate automatically. That's why I'm taking auto number data type here. So auto number. So here format I am giving like this. So starting number will be 1, right? So whenever I'm creating a patient record, right? Automatically the patient record number will assign automatically like this format P-00. You can give any of the format in this format, right? So let's suppose if you are using Apollo is using this one, for example. So you can use AP0000. So any kind of format they can use. So what is the starting number? So I'm giving starting number from 1. So remaining as it is, leave it as of now. Now here you can see, if you want to, after creating this object, if you want to create a tab, right? So here a checkbox called launch new custom tab wizard. Earlier how we created tab, once we created the object, then we go to setup and we have open tab section, right? But if you select this checkbox, right, after saving, automatically it will redirect to tab section, tab creation section, right? So this is a shortcut. So you can give any style, leave it in this thing. So you can include only this tab for hospital management. Save it. That's it. We have created a tab and we have created a patient object. Now we'll create a field, new field. To store name, I'm taking text data type, patient name. You can see patient name, name of the patient, patient name. Okay, length. So what is the length? Maximum 255 characters only it will allow. So I'm giving 50. So right here also you can see external ID is available. Earlier email data type external ID is there, right? Now text data type. Okay, external ID is there. Next. visible only for system administrator. Next. So here save and save and new option, right? Save and new means it will save that field and it will again redirect to this data type base. Save and new, we are creating a new field. Okay. So I will try to create all the data types. Okay. So text data type checkbox I will use. Text tick. Okay. Next. Okay. So here I will ask him, right? Are you diabetic? Okay. For true or yes or no type of questions. Are you diabetic? Okay. By default, it is unchecked. That means no. But if he is really diabetic, then we will say at the time of entering, right? We will enable that checkbox. Next. Next. Save and new. Currency. Okay. Next. So I'm taking patient annual revenue. Annual revenue. Okay. Next. Next. Save and new. So checkbox is covered. Currency is covered. Date. So I'll take joining date. Patient joining date. Joining date. Or I'll take date of birth. EOB. Date of birth I'll take it. Next. For date. Next. Save and new. Date time for the next data type, date and time, right? For the date and time, I will take it joining date. Because joining date, we need time as well, right? Joining date. So we'll take it date and time. Next. Next. Save and new. Right. Next. Email. Patient email. Next. Email. Next. See, email external ID is available again. Text and email data type. Save and new. Update new. Next. Email is done. Geolocation. Right. Geolocation next. Which location is from? Okay. I'm adding just location. Okay. How many decimal plus 8 decimal? So longitude, latitude generally will have 8 decimal places. Next. Next. Save and new. Next. Number. If you want to enter any number, let's suppose I want to enter Aadhaar number. Aadhaar. To enter Aadhaar number, I'm taking this one. Aadhaar number will have 16 digits. Right. Next. See previous. So number is also having external ID. So for text data type, email data type, and number data type is having external ID. One more auto number. Auto number also will have external ID. Next, save and new. I'm quickly creating. I will explain, right? So percentage. So percentage. Next. Okay. Discount percentage. 3 characters. Next. Next. Save and new. Phone number. Patient phone number. Next. Phone. Save and new. For the pick list, right? So pick list, what I will do this time, I will create, as I said, right, global value set, right? So here, pick list value set. You can in the quick find works, right? Pick list value sets, right? So here, is there if any common pick list is there around the certain objects, right? Common pick list you can create here. Global value sets. New. Let's suppose which state the patient from. State pick list, right? So here I am giving. So some of the state TS, AP, MP, okay, and RS, Rajasthan, some Jammu and Kashmir, AK, Kerala, okay, Chennai. These are the states I have entered. TN, Tamil Nadu, KN, Karnataka, something. Okay, save it. So this is the globally I have defined this pick list, right? Now this pick list you can use it for any object. Now go to object manager. Now go to patient object. Open patient object. Fields. I'm creating a field new. So now creating a pick list value. List data type. Next. I'm entering name, state. Right here you can see use global pick list value set. So where I'm deriving the values. The state is a pick list, there is a we created, right? So those values I'm deriving. Or if you want to derive manually, you can use second option. No, you say already we have derived somewhere, right? So a common pick list. So you can use this one. Next, save a new. Next, we'll create pick list multi-select. You want to select any multiple values in the drop down, right? So this you can use, right? So for this, past any disease history. Disease history, for example, or else for the multi-select we can store what patient from patient, what are the multiple values we can get it. We can take it diseases. Is there any other diseases are there already? Right. Okay, here we will enter, right? Diabetic, BP, heart problems, NA, and what are the fever, right? Thyroid, some, right? I've entered. Okay, next, save a new. That is a multi-pick list. Now, text we have already covered. Text area, patient address, to store address. Next, save a new. Text area long. Next, right? Text area long. Patient description. Next, save a new. Text area rich. Discharge summary, to store discharge summary. So I can use this one. Next, save a new. Text encrypted. Next, let's suppose PAN card number. I don't want to reveal PAN card. 10 digits, right? So this type of encryptions are there. Mask type, mask all characters with star like this. There are some encryptions are there. Credit card number format like this, right? So I'm using mask all characters. You can also use asterisk or you can use the X symbol like this, whatever it is. Next, save a new. If you want to enter only time, you can use time. Okay, time, sorry, URL. If you want to store any URL to open, right, you can use it, right? So that's it. These two things are not required for the patient. That's why I'm not using. But you can, if whenever it is required, right, for your object. These many fields we have created. Now go to here hospital management. Just refresh. Now patient tab is available. Click on patient tab. Now click on new patient. Now you can see all the columns. Patient name, are you diabetic? This is a checkbox. Yes or no, yes or no. Annual revenue, currency, date of birth. You can see date of birth, you can enter date only. Date, date and time. So you can enter date and also you can enter time as well, right? Joining date, email. So I said that location you have to enter latitude and longitude. If you go to any Google Maps, for example, right? If you open any map location, for example, right? So you can see there is a longitude, latitude values, two values are there. Any map location you can find longitude, latitude. So if you want to store those values, right? So you can use location data type, latitude and longitude. Other number, discount, phone number, state. So you can select only one pick list value. Multi select, you can select multiple values. See the multi select pick list, diseases. Address, see multiple lines. Description, it will allow 131 characters. Here, text area rich, you can also format, right? You can make a text as a bold, you can make a italic, right? Whatever you want. PAN card, this is a text encryption, right? This way, you can create whatever the field you want. Any questions so far?
Mahesh, actually, we have encrypted it, right? So in real time, who will, I mean, which one we will choose for encryption? Is that tech, asterisk or cross mark or so? Who will be deciding person that encryption?
No, you can use anything, so it doesn't matter. Asterisk or like what type of encryption we have to use, right?
Yes,
That
yes.
users will decide. The product
Oh,
owners, the end users will be there, right? So
okay.
users will decide, or else you will have architect, a solution architect, a technical architect will be there, right? So they will
Mm-hmm.
suggest, okay, use this kind of encryption. Or if they are not suggesting, right, if just only they have given requirement, right, then you can go with your own decision, or else you can discuss with your superior. What kind of encryption I have to use? These are the encryption formats are there, which encryption I have to use for this requirement.
Okay. And one more thing, and you have chosen global pick list, right, for creating the states. The
Yes,
yeah. So and we have other option as well, right? Like earlier we did other option like
manual. Yes, yes.
yeah. So we can also do that, right?
Yeah, when you have to go for the global value pick list means, let's suppose you have 10 objects are there, for example.
Okay.
Every time you are creating a state pick list, every object needs address, for example. So every time you are creating a state pick list, every time you are manually entering there, right? Instead of entering manually 10 times, right? You can create a global value set only one time. You can select that value set. So
Okay.
in that case, you can go for the global value set. No, I will enter manually every time. It's okay. Then you can also create manually. There is no issue.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So what will happen? Let's suppose if I want to add a new state, right? Then 10 object, 10 pick list values you have to modify. If you enter manually, right? You have
Hmm.
to go to 10 object, you have to modify. But if you use global value set, right? So one time only you have to modify, right? Just
Yes.
if you
Yes.
add new state there, right? It's so that your requirement will be complete. That's why most of the, if any common pick lists are there, many of the organization will define in global value pick list set.
Okay. Understood.
Any questions? Now, so there are few other data types also there, right? You can see auto number we discussed, right? The formula data type. If you want to derive anything automatically through formula, right? Generally, if you know the Excel, we will create formulas, right? So let's suppose there is a amount and there is a discount. Then after discounted amount, what is my final amount, right? So this way, all right? So for example, here I'm creating one more field, currency field. Next. So here total bill amount, total bill amount. Next, save and new. Okay, so now total bill amount we have created, and we have also provided discount, and we have also provided total bill amount. So total bill amount, let's suppose we are providing 20% discount. What is of my final amount, right? So to create a final amount, right? So don't create a currency field again, final amount. Again, they have to calculate in the calculator. Okay, this is your bill amount. This is your 20% discount you're giving in the calculator. This is the final amount. Then I will enter final amount. Instead of entering manually and instead of calculating those things in your calculator, right? If you use for that purpose formula field, right? Next, final amount, for example, final amount you are creating as a final bill amount. Okay. So for this you are creating formula data type. So what will be written your formula? Currency only, no decimals, zero. This is the return type. That means next step you will build a formula, right? After completion of the formula, what type of data, what the formula will give? It will give text data, it will give date, or it will give percentage, like that. It will give currency anyway. Final amount will be currency only, right? Next. Then here you have to build a formula. So you can use advanced formula. So you will get so many features as well. So then what is the formula? Let's suppose total bill amount is there, discount is there. Then how do you get it? Discount amount, insert bill. What is the field? Total bill amount. Take total bill amount, insert operator, multiply. So what? Discount. So you enter discount, right? If you multiply discount, then what will happen? Total bill amount into discount. Then you will get, let's suppose total bill is a 2 lakhs. You are giving a 10% discount. How much will get it here after calculation? 20,000 will get. Then what you have to do? Again insert total bill amount. So that 20,000 amount you have to deduct minus subtracts. Subtract, right? So total bill amount. So from the total bill amount, you are deducting discount amount, right? Then this is your formula. Then what will you get? You will get final amount. Understand? And sometimes if you want to utilize some predefined functions are there, like, so if you want to get today's date, today function is there. If you, so many predefined functions are there. So these predefined function, mathematical functions, these are the predefined functions, right? So some of the predefined functions, if you want to learn, right? So let's suppose if you want today's date, right? There is a today function, returns the current date. So this is the functions which is given by Salesforce. If you want to know each and every function, right? If you click on a help on this function, right? So you will get a tutorial document, or else you can just type it today function in Google, right? You will get help article from the Salesforce. From that, you can learn, right? Next, save and now you are entering date of birth, right? If you want to calculate age, right? Again, for age, right? You can again use formula. So age, so number, how many years, right? I'm not using decimals here. Next, how to calculate age? So insert field. You are already entering date of birth, right? So today function I am taking, for example, today insert today minus generally how we will calculate today. We will from this today subtract date of birth value, then divided by how much? 365 days, right? Then you will get a number, age number. Next, save. Now you can say refresh here. Now new. Now enter this one of the patient details. Let's suppose patient 1. Are you diabetic? Yes. If you say annual revenue, my annual revenue is 5 lakhs. When I did date of birth, I will give patient date of birth, let's suppose 1970, born on January something. Joining date, so he joining today. So he joining today at 10 a.m., 11 a.m. for example. Email is not a mandatory field. Only discount I am giving 20% of discount. And which state is TS state, and what is the total amount? Total bill amount field still not yet reflected. So it will take time. Save. Let me see total bill amount. So total bill amount is 3 lakhs. Okay. So 3 lakhs. Save. Now you can see final bill amount. 3 lakhs 20% means 60,000. So you can see final bill amount automatically it will calculate it 2 lakh 40,000. And age, right? So we entered age as 1970, right? Now what is the age now? His patient is 53, right? See, this formula fields always read only. So these formula fields actually will available only after creation of the record. So when you are creating a new record, right? Now you can see those two fields will not be available, which fields final amount and final amount and age, right? Because those fields only will calculate after saving the record based on the whatever the values you enter, right? Based on that, let's suppose my total amount if I'm changing to 4 lakhs, then automatically your bill amount will change, right? Automatically it will calculate. So in this cases you can create a formula fields. Any questions? Formula fields always read only. You cannot modify formula field amounts. So it is automatically derived from other field amounts. Clear? Formula fields.
Yeah.
Okay. This way you can create fields for any object. So I have covered all the data types except these three and roll up summary. Except these four, I have covered all the data types mostly. Right now you can create any object related to your application, and you can create any data type, any field for your object. So whatever the fields you want to create, it is not necessary to create all the data types in our object, right? So based on the object, based on the requirement, whatever the fields you want, right, you will create only those fields. Then while creating the field, right, whatever the data type is suitable, right, you will select that suitable data type, then you will create those fields. In real time, generally what will happen, whenever you got a requirement to create an object and fields, right, they will clearly mention what object name has to give and what field name has to give and what is the field data type you have to use and what is the length of the data type and whatever the format you have to use. Everything they will mention, right? So based on that only you will create these objects fields. As an admin, you will create these objects and fields. Now these are the two independent tables, right? While patient record I am entering as a receptionist, for example, I am entering whenever you are visiting any hospital, for example, they are collecting your information. What is your name, what is your email address, what's your phone number, first time, right? Then which doctor you are consulting, right? So they will take all the data from you first time. Okay, either giving the form, you will fill, then they will enter this format in the system, right? So after that, which doctor you are consulting. So here there is no option to choose doctor, right? All right. That means right now there is no relationship between doctor and patients. If you want to establish a relationship between these two objects also, we can establish a relationship as well. We can connect one object to another object. That is called, we can call it as a in here relationships. So we can establish a relationship between two objects as well. Right? This relationship thing I will discuss tomorrow's class because there are just 8 minutes are there, right? So it will not sufficient to discuss. Okay, the relationship, there are three types of relationships you can use. lookup relationship, master detail relationship, external lookup relationship, right? So for that one of the relationship, you can use the role of summary fields as well. So tomorrow class, I will discuss these things. Relationships. These relationships are also very, very important. So how to establish a relationship between two objects. That means how to connect two objects, right, with using relationship data type. Right. So we'll discuss that relationship in tomorrow's class. Clear?
Yes, Mahesh.
Yeah. Any questions, please let me know. I have still 8 minutes. If no, we can connect tomorrow.
Mahesh, can you let us know the trailheads part so that we can start do the some exercise on it?
Okay. Then I'll explain anyway. So Trailhead is another uh, thing Salesforce is providing. Trailhead. So you can use Trailhead. You can type it Google, then you will get trailhead.salesforce.com. Right? Open the Trailhead. Just log in. First time you have to sign up. Just sign up for the. That means you have to create Trailhead. So once you create a Trailhead account, right? So using that credentials, I sign up with my LinkedIn. So I'm also joining with my LinkedIn. Oh, here I have not saved. I forget my LinkedIn email phone number. Okay. One second. Hmm. 1 second. Let me open in another browser. Trailhead. So login. So once you sign up with your account details, right? So you will log into Trailhead. So Trailhead is you can learn everything from the Trailhead. Admin, development, everything. Let's suppose today we discussed formulas, right? That's formulas. If you want to learn more about formulas, okay, you will have some topics related to formulas. Okay, advanced formulas and validations. You can take this advanced formulas. Okay, this tutorial. Okay, take these advanced formulas. So you can see there are different types of formulas you can create. Checkbox related formulas, number, currency, percentage related formulas, date, time related formulas, pick list formulas, text formats, stuff formulas, advanced formulas, troubleshoot formulas, errors, how can I troubleshoot, right? So if you complete this module, so let's suppose I have completed these 3 tasks, right? Now, if you want to go for pick list formulas, for example, right? So in this blog, right, as you can see what is pick list formulas, how we can create pick list formulas, all right? Everything it will explain. See, everything with examples. You can copy paste this, right? So you can use. So they will also give some tasks. Go to case setup, click object manager, open case, open fields and relationship, click on new, then select text area, next field label, right? Next save, right? Then whatever the escalating field validation rules, right? So this way, this is the formula error condition, right? So you have to create formulas like that. Right, everything they will explain what to do, how to do, everything, right? And at the end, so they have given 3 right? At the end they will also give one challenge as well. That means for the practice session, whether you are able to understood properly or not, and the above information, right? They will give small challenge, right? So create some validation rule, something like that, right? So this is the validation. So here you can also some playgrounds, right? Here if you click, right, create a playground option is there. I have already created a playground, right? or else you can create a new playground, right? So create it. So automatically Salesforce will create a playground for you to solve this challenge, right? So here you can select a playground, right? So then here there is a launch button will be there. When you click launch button, right? So that Salesforce account, this playground is creating, right? Let's suppose I have already created this playground. Right? When you launch, right? So it will open that playground account. Playground is nothing but it's a Salesforce account only, right? So whatever the challenge they have given, right? So whatever the org you launched from here, right? You have to complete that challenge in that org, right? After that, you can cross verify. Then Salesforce will select whether you finish the challenge, whatever the org you launched, right? So it will verify. It will connect to that org and it will verify. If you really completed as per the requirement, right? Then it will complete this task. Then you have to go for the another section. Once you got, so there is no way you have to complete sequentially, right? You can complete any one of them. You can take it. You can complete it. There is no issue, right? But my suggestion is follow order on it. Sometimes instead of challenge, they will give some questions. Actually, instead of a challenge, they will give some quiz questions. If you complete quiz questions, then you can go for the next. So once you complete this is advanced formula. This is a one badge, right? In this badge, if you complete these 7 sections, right? Then Salesforce will allow this badge, advanced formula badge, right? So these badges are very important. So right now I have and 95 badges, right? So you can also see in the profile, you can see badge rank as well. Why these badges are very important means, so you can see rank is there, right? Ranger rank. So once you completed 100 badges, right? So Salesforce will provide you the ranger. Since initially you will start with 0 badges, scout. If you complete 1, hiker. If you complete 5 badges, explorer. If you complete 10 badges, adventurer. If you complete 25 badges, mountaineer. If you complete 50 badges, expeditioner. If you complete 100 badges, you become ranger. If you complete 200 badges, two double star ranger, triple star ranger, 4-star ranger, 5-star ranger. If you complete 600 badges, all star ranger. So up to from ranger onwards, there is a valuable these badges, right? Let's suppose if you are double star ranger, 1-star ranger, triple star ranger, right? You can copy this image and you can put it on top of your resume. If you are triple star ranger means you will have 300 badges information. You have that kind of knowledge, right? Then it will give more weightage for your resume to shortlist. People will think that you have good knowledge and 300 badges. So it is moreover equivalent to your certification. These badges. That's why 100 plus badges are very valuable. So it will also give some weightage to your resume. So this trailhead is just for practicing your topics. If you want to learn something, right? So here you can type it, or else you have learn module. There are modules are there. There are projects are there, right? Projects. You can click on projects, right? Whatever the project you want, newest projects are quickest to complete project, right? And what is the level? You are a beginner level, intermediate, advanced level. What kind of products? These products leave it. And what kind of role? You are looking for admin role, all right, whether development role or what role it is. So admin role. So then automatically it will filter out and it will give some project. As of now, you don't know, don't bother about this project because, all right, this is just with these products. If you this project, if you want to do right, you have to know about all the topics, right? So as of now, you can search by topic. What is custom object? How to create custom object? So custom objects. Just type it custom object. You know custom object, right? So then find out really is there any relevant topics are there. Okay. So here you can open the custom object relevant topics, then try to do custom objects and fields. Someone will give 7 hours 55 minutes this task is, right? So you can see how to create a custom object, how to create a Salesforce object, what is data modeling. So that everything, fixed list administrator, formulas, validation, advanced formulas, right? Everything you can cover. So if you complete this trial mix, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 badges, 7, 8, 9 badges you can complete, right? So like that. So you can search and complete the badges. Okay.
Yeah. Thanks, Mahesh.
Yeah. Okay then. See you tomorrow. I have jumped to another call.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye bye.